Kling 2.6 just dropped and it's by far one of the most realistic video models. And the biggest feature is that now you have video tracks and audio tracks. Just take a look at these shots that are generated, this FPV drone shot, my face in different scenes.
I can't take this anymore.
Or even this commercial for specific products. Everything you're seeing right now was entirely generated with Kling 2.6, and I've spent the last 5 hours trying a lot of things. So I'm going to show you what you can do, what you cannot do, but most importantly, how you can use it if you're a creative artist, a small business owner, or a brand trying to create content at scale. So let's dive in. So what's really new with Kling 2.6? First, like I said before, it generates video and also audio at the same time. It can be voices, ambience, or even sound effects. And you're gonna see later, but it can also do music. Second, the camera work and the physics are another level. You can play with the focus of the camera and have an amazing depth of field. And third, which is the most important thing that we're going to see in this video, you can generate whole videos using just one image and a small prompt. And when you feed it a high quality image, that's when you get amazing results. So all the clips that you're going to see are mostly generated using a source image, but Kling can also generate images from just a single prompt, and we're going to see the difference between both of them. Before starting, I'm doing these videos for free, and in exchange it will mean a lot if you can just take 2 minutes to answer a small form in the description below so that I can better understand your needs. Thanks a lot, and now let's get back to the video. And before starting out and show you my examples, I want to show you a couple of examples that the company Kling just generated. So this is the user guide that you can find on the internet. Like I said, one of the main features is actually native audio. So the model can generate audio with the video, which is kind of amazing, and we're going to see a couple of examples later on. I don't want to spoil you guys, but one thing that I don't really like about the audio is that it still sounds a bit AI-ish, I would say, but you're gonna see that later on. I don't want to spoil you guys. Anyway, so you can do different types of audio, so voice narration, dialogue, singing, rapping, some object or action sound effect, mixes sound effects also, so you can generate a lot of things, a combination like it says here of voices, background sounds. We're gonna see a lot of examples of that. But I want to show you a couple of examples that they generated. So this is one that I find interesting, especially if you are like a brand or something, you want to show, for example, your product, or you want to display a specific thing using like a UGC AI actor. By the way, I did a whole video on how to create UGC AI ads. I'm going to link the video above and below in the description if you want to check it out. But I'm just going to let you watch this one, for example.
Perfect for yellow undertones. Brightens the complexion with...
As you can see, it's pretty nice. The skin is really good also on this one. I like also
360-degree flawless cut, slimming and flattering.
So perfect again if you want to display your product. This one is more like a cartoonish lifestyle vlog.
The weather is amazing.
Not really a big fan of it, to be honest. Like the colors and the skin is way too perfect for me, but the background is really well made. This is not an example, so news reporting, you're going to see an example of me doing it later on. And in this example, I think we can see that Kling is really close to what VO3 can do, even better sometimes. This one looks good too.
Look at this clutch play. He stepped up when it mattered most, hitting the shot that decided the championship. This game...
I mean, the presenter is like nearly perfect. I think if you take a look at the details behind, especially like when they're running and the motion itself, you can find some flaws, but look at the motion of the basketball behind. I mean, it's pretty nice, really well done. Also, the motion of the ball is pretty nice. I mean, the ball just disappeared here. So as you can see, there are some flaws that we're going to see together. Even the people behind, except this one, this guy doesn't have any face. I don't know why. You also have like some public speaking example here. And this is what amazed me the most, I think, is like the faces. You're going to see with my example, with my head, this is where I find the most details. Even the pore, the beard, the hair, everything is really crisp. And this looks way, way, way more natural than VO3 for me. Another example can be narration if you have a product, as you can see here, like an e-commerce video. You can just give it the product, the setup that you want the product to be in, and what the narration is going to be. And the whole video can be created in Kling. So it's just an example.
This robotic vacuum features edge-to-edge cleaning, leaving no gaps behind, making your life easier and...
As you can see here, I don't know if you noticed.
Life easier and effortless.
But just take a look at the camera, just focusing again. You see, these small flaws make the video way more realistic, which I like. I've watched this example, but it's pretty bad, to be honest. You can see the face of the guy is morphing, and I think for sports, not the best yet. You can also do interview shots, so you can put 2 people in the same interview, which I'm going to show you later on with my example with the podcast interview. So let's take a look at this one.
Sunset in Greece is absolutely breathtaking. Highly recommend adding it to your bucket list.
Exactly. That's the perfect spot to unwind.
Again, the faces, guys, I think this is where like Kling is really like killing all the other models. You can also create cinematic scenes like this one.
3 rounds to decide. Win.
As you can see, the lighting is perfect. The smoke, the faces again are really clear.
The chips are yours. Lose and tell me the real reason you're getting close to him.
I don't care about the chip.
The emotions are like really well done also, which we're gonna see later on, because you can manipulate the emotion of the character, which is really nice if you want to do like a short documentary or a short film and really show the emotion of the actors that you're gonna create. Another example is singing, so let's take a look at this one.
And I will try to fix you all night long.
Guys, I think this is like really well done, especially like the camera movement and the music itself. This is more like a group chorus.
I will try to fix you with all my heart.
So as you can see, the issue sometimes with Kling is that it's a bit too cartoonish, especially with the sun. I mean, this face doesn't look real at all. I mean, that's one of the flaws that I've seen a lot. Like I said, you can also do creative art material. For example, this one looks nice.
You don't remember the moment. You just remember the feeling.
Again, take a look at the face. I mean, the details, the sharpness, the camera work, like everything is blurry behind and the front is really clear. So, and then it morphs into like the perfume. I mean, yeah, that's really well done. All right, now that we've seen a couple of examples, let's take a look at my example that I've generated. So for the image and video generation, I'm using Heist Field because it has an unlimited plan using Kling AI and also Nana Banana Pro, which I'm using to generate the images. So I was able to generate a lot of images and videos included in my subscriptions, which was really nice because most of the time it eats all my credits when I want to create some videos. By the way, if you want to try Heist Field, I have a link in the description below. So as you can see, I've started by generating a lot of images here with Nano Banana Pro. We're going to see them together, don't worry about it. But I just want to show you all the examples because my workflow is usually to start with an image because you get better results with it. But using a high quality image, especially like 2K or 4K, will give you way better results than just using a prompt. And here are all the videos that I've generated, so we're going to see them step by step. And as you can see in Heist Field, it's pretty simple. You just add an image here. Here you put the prompt, and you can either add or remove the audio. Then you select the model that you want. So for me, it was Kling 2.6. The duration, either 5 seconds or 10 seconds. And if you have the subscription like me, make sure to toggle this so that you can have unlimited generations. So the first one that I want to show you is this one. Basically, what I wanted to do is do kind of an ad where I transform a lemon into an energy drink. So make the lemon kind of like morph into the energy drink itself to kind of like do an ad. So I started by generating this image, which is just a regular lemon with a white background. By the way, I'm generating every images using this Nano Banana Pro prompt engineer. It's basically a custom GPT that I'm going to leave in the description below if you want to use it too. And same thing for Kling. I found this custom GPT that I'm going to put in the description below so that you don't have to think about how to create the specific prompt with like the specific guideline that they give you. So I've used this image and I just said, okay, just morph into an energy drink and let's see what it does. So as you can see, the morphing is really well done. You even have like the sound effect of the water and the texture of the can. I mean, the details are pretty amazing. As you can see, the only issue is that the rest of the can doesn't appear. This is just a prompt issue. It can be solved really well. The text also doesn't mean anything, but I didn't prompt anything for the text. Another example that I want to show you is this one, where I just created this character, as you can see here. So this girl was entirely created with Nano Banana again, and I wanted her to show the lipstick and tell how much she loved it, just like a regular ad. That's why there is like a studio background, and let's see what it does.
Okay, this is the new Kylie lipstick tea, and wow, it's so smooth, so pigmented. I'm obsessed.
I don't know if you've seen the lip sync, but for me it was one of the best that I've seen for AI, to be honest. Look at that.
And wow, it's so smooth, so pigmented.
It's really well done. There is not that much morphing. She's taking a look at the product. I've done one which is 10 seconds, another one which is 5 seconds. You're going to see it's way faster.
Okay, this is the new Kylie lipstick, and wow, it's so smooth, so pigmented. I'm obsessed.
But it was a bit too fast. So what you have to be careful about is when you tell the model to say a specific phrase, it has to be in between 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Otherwise, it's going to be way too slow or way too fast. But this is a perfect example if you have a brand or if you want like a UGC actor to display your product. I mean, you don't need to hire any actor. You have everything here. Look at the texture. I mean, even like, especially the camera work, guys, like the focus here is on her face and then it goes on the lipstick at the beginning. So it kind of like change in between the frame, which is something really brand new in Kling. Then I want to show you this FPV drone POV. So as you can see, I generated two specific shots, one where the prompt is pretty long and another one with a short prompt. The results were pretty much the same, to be honest. And both of them are really impressive. Like I said, this is where Kling is like really impressive. I'm going to show you.
Accelerating through the winter wilderness at breakneck speed. The crisp air and blurred snow create the perfect adrenaline rush.
I mean, that was just amazing. I mean, for me, that's like just the most realistic stuff that I've ever seen. Like, you cannot even tell this is AI, I think. Just take a listen to the sound effect, like when it goes through the tree. You see like this type of effect? This was completely added by Kling. I didn't do anything. This is another example.
System online. Engaging in flight.
I mean, I don't know what happened here, by the way. I don't know if it's a tree who just came down. And what is interesting here is that I didn't say to add any audio, like a specific voice or something in my prompt. So the model itself added the narration behind, which is something that I would remove actually, because I don't really need it in this case. I will only keep the sound effects. But I think this is the most impressive thing that I've seen with AI. I mean, everything looks so real. Like even the POV angle, the lens that we have with FPVs. Even the water, just take a look at the water, it's just perfect here. Another camera work example that I want to show you is this example. So I just wanted to do just a small campaign, you know, for prime hydration. So I just wanted to do like a small zoom in on the bottle itself and make the camera focus more and more on the bottle to see how it can handle it. So let's see how it goes. So as you can see, it's getting way more focus here. So it's blurry and now focus at the end, you see? And just take a look at the details, guys. Like the water that is dripping, the sound effect of the pool or the summer, you know? I mean, it understood directly the vibe that I wanted to go with, and the result was really impressive on this. Then I wanted to show you guys some AI influencers. So maybe if you have a brand, again, you can show and display your products, but using an actor this time. So here's the first one where a girl is just like sipping on some matcha.
This matcha is honestly the best I've ever tasted. I highly recommend this cafe.
Again, I mean, the quality is pretty nice, especially the face. I think this is where like the model handled it the best. The voice itself, as you can hear, is not the best. It sounds really AI-ish. So I'll probably change it with like a real voice or even using like 11 Labs. So I started with this photo, and pro tips, when I've generated this photo, I've actually asked Nano Banana, you can have the camera iPhone look, you know, so that you can look the most realistic possible. Then I did this one where the girl is like testing a sweatshirt.
I just bought this new sweatshirt. It is so comfy, really soft. And
here we can see that the lip sync is not the best. But again, what I love is that she's looking away, then she's looking at the camera, so it's really realistic. The lighting is perfect. I have nothing to say about it. This is not an example, but I didn't start with the image. This one, I only did it with a specific prompt, directly put it into Kling. So let's take a look.
This matcha is honestly the best I've ever tasted. I highly recommend this cafe.
Again, I think it's a pretty impressive result, even without the image itself. It's not the best. It looks a bit cartoonish, to be honest. Like the colors are way too contrasty, but for something that is just done with one prompt with no image reference before, it's pretty clean, I think. Okay, now I want to show you guys a couple of examples that I've done with my face. So I started with this image that I've generated also with Nano Banana Pro. And what I wanted to do in this example is show you the texture, you know, the skin texture, especially when I will zoom in the image. So let's take a look.
The light will guide us through the darkness. We stand against the shadows, unwavering and unbroken. The light will guide us through the dark.
Let's pause here at the end. As you can see, I mean, the texture, the light. You even have a camera work here. I don't know if you can see it, but here it's completely blurry. Here it's completely blurry. Only the face is sharp. And I mean, I've tested VO3 and Kling 01, and they don't have this quality of texture, you know, on the skin. Let's take a look at this one.
This battle will decide our fate. No one will stand in my way.
Take a look at the sweating in my front head, even the facial hair, the fingers, the light on my beard. I mean, the details are like really well done. That's where I think Kling really shines, like I said. Now I want to show you some storytelling examples, so where we're going to show emotions. So this is the first one where I made myself cry. Again, I started with this image and I just wanted the camera to zoom out and to say one phrase.
Why did I do this?
So we can clearly see the pain in his eyes. Another example is more an example where I'm upset, angry, you know. Let's see.
Go!
Just take a look at how my face is trembling after I scream. You see? That's typically what happens when you get upset. So I think for emotions and for cinematic shots, Kling can be amazing. Our background also looks amazing. You also have like my reflection here that is really well done. This is another example, but with a 10-second clip. Let's see.
Enough! I can't take this anymore.
You see? I mean, guys, this is just like a cinematic shot. I did nothing. This is the prompt that I've used using the custom GPT. And this is the first frame, so the image that I gave it. And from that, I got like this whole scene where you actually feel the emotion itself. And I love the zoom at the end, you know, on his face. That looks so sharp. Like, look at that. All the details. I mean, you can just like screenshot and print that if you want. The face fidelity is not the best, I think, because I'm on the side. If I would be like in front of the camera, maybe it would be better. But I love the fact that he just like rose his hands like that. He was about to like punch the air or punch the window.
I can't take this anymore.
I mean, the emotions are like really well done, you see? Every muscle in the face is contracted. You can even see the veins a little bit. I mean, it's well done. Another example is multi-character generation. I just asked in this example the interviewer to ask me a question about creatine, but the result is pretty impressive.
So why is creating good for you?
Creating helps your muscles produce energy more efficiently, improve strength, and boost performance. It's one of the most well-researched supplements out there.
So in this example, I started with this image and it handled my prompt pretty well because I just asked the interviewer to ask one question and then the character that is playing myself to answer it. The next example is pretty wild. So this is me in a bar just singing, you know.
Every note I play is a memory of us. Let this song be out forever.
Again, just a funny use case that you can do. Last example that I want to show you is this interview. I just wanted to see how it can handle the audio part, you know, so I just gave it like a small script talking about the tornado that happened in this city.
A tornado has hit the country, leaving widespread destruction in its path. Emergency crews are working non-stop to assess the damage and help affected families.
I don't know if you've seen, but my teeth were like so weird, like here also. You clearly understood that there was a tornado. I mean, the scene is really well done. And here, like on the display, my face doesn't correspond to what is going on here. So that's why it's not perfect. Now, here are the most important lessons from all the tests that I've done. First of all, always use high quality images. So maybe you can upscale them until like 4K. You're going to have the best results using them. Then text plus image prompt work a bit better than just a text prompt. So try to have an image reference every time. I said it a lot, but skin details in Kling 2.6 are for me the most impressive improvement in this model, especially if you compare it to VO3 or even Kling 0.1. And the biggest downside, I think, is the quality of the audio. It still sounds a bit AI-ish, exactly like VO1, to be honest. You can see that they focused a lot on the quality of the image, but the audio is still a bit lacking. So Kling 2.6 is not perfect yet, but you can see that there are like a lot of use cases, especially in cinema or even ads. Again, you can find the link in the description of Highsfield, which is the tool that I'm using to generate all the images and video that you've seen. And the custom GPT will be found also in the description below. And again, guys, don't forget to fill the form in the description below. It means a lot for me. If you want to know how to create UGC AI ads, I've done a whole video just right here. And if you want to stay ahead of everyone in AI, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which clip you loved the most. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.